Yeah, and I work in career education, and Colin is a doctorate student. So we're both over at Oregon State University.
Very good.
So we, with this podcast, just really like to bring the flavor of hip hop and equity into the conversation about career education and how that intersects with spiritual education.
Yes.
So my first question is, I was reading an article, or maybe I was watching a video, and you said three things, and it was in the context of education and learning. You talked about open and consistent and strong communication, drawing on community resources, and helping children understand the possibilities for their future. And I heard that, and I think of that as being very spiritual. So the strong communication, that's a top NACE skill, which is the National Association of College Employers, right? The ability to express ourselves, to communicate. And then community resources, right? We talk about networking and career education. To me, it's as simple as relationships, it's family, it's being in communion with one another. Yes. And then in terms of helping children understand the possibilities for the future, to me, yesterday, now, and tomorrow, that's the connection of oneness, of faith and spirituality. And so I was just curious, being that you said those things in context of learning and education, just your thoughts about how relevant that is to career education, life education.
Sure. You know, just taking what you just said and using other words, I don't think there's anything more important for us to do as we work with young people, whether they are 7 years old, or 17, or 25. Nothing is more important than to give that young person a sense of self, to believe in herself, and to be told you can do anything you set your mind to. You have to understand and to envision the possibilities, as I said. And so when I think about what we do with college students or what we do when we're talking to children, it is to expose them to the possibilities, but it is to have them with this belief, I can do it. If I really want it, I can do it. It makes all the difference in the world. And then something else that Ayanda said, she said she liked to read. Well, when I think about communicating and communications, reading and thinking skills are at the foundation of any academic discipline. Whether we're talking about the social sciences, humanities, whether we're talking about chemistry, physics, math, if you can't read, you can't do word problems. So whether it's STEM or in the humanities, whatever the area, the ability to read and write and think clearly and to speak and express yourself different ways of all the things that it seems to me very important when talking about careers and when talking about the fact that very few people in careers, as we talk to our students, will actually do exactly what they thought they were going to do when they were in college. That it's more about getting a foundation for thinking, whatever the discipline is. It's one thing if you're going on for grad school in that area, but whether you're going into business or you're going into entrepreneurship, those areas require those broad thinking skills from any major. You can major in English or history and become a great business person because it's, again, the skills that are transferable. And that's what I would say. The final thing, though, is relationship to the larger world. So what is your purpose and how does it get beyond your being able to take care of yourself and your family? It's something we always say. I mean, obviously, we need to be able to have jobs, take care of ourselves and our families, our daughter, whoever it is. But beyond that, what else? What else were you put here to do? What is your purpose? What is your passion? And
we must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force.
How's that for a cliffhanger? To listen to more of our conversation with Dr. Freeman Hrabowski III and what he heard from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the age of 12 years old as he sat eating and doing his math in church, visit soulforceones.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. Peace.